Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Jill from Jill's Makeup Fancy. How are you guys doing? It's 2017. Oh my god! So today I'm really excited because I'm starting a brand new series on my channel, and it is all about trying out products that are extremely hyped up here on YouTube or Instagram, whatever the case may be, and we see it through all the bigger influencers. We see everybody buying it, everybody using it, everybody raving about it. I want to look deeper into those products and test them out, see if they're really that good. Are they worth the hype? Are they worth maybe the hefty price tag? I hope to try some products that don't have the hefty price tag, like maybe some drugstore beauty items that are hyped up here, and see if those work as well. But today we are testing out the Georgio Armani Luminous Silk Foundation. I have been wanting to try this foundation out forever and a day, and I finally decided to pick it up. I was in the Sephora at Southgate, and I didn't even know that they sold this because they moved into a bigger store. So when I saw the display with this on it, I was like, just do it, just go for it. As you'll hear throughout this video, probably millions and millions and millions of times, I have dry skin, so I am always looking for foundations that are going to not cake my face up or make them gross or whatever. So I definitely have been wanting to put this to the test for so long, but it's so expensive. But everybody talks about it. As much as I want to believe that everybody on YouTube is being 100% genuine, as we all know, that isn't always the case. But because this is talked about so often, there has to be something to that, right? So I really wanted to test this out for you guys. I wanted to test it out for myself. Let's be honest here. So I thought I would do that. So let's jump into me putting the foundation on, and then we're gonna do some check-ins and we will see how it goes. So I hope you guys enjoy this video, and yeah, cool. Before I put the foundation on, I am gonna put some Dior Fix It Color Face, Eyes, Lips. Really? 2-in-1 prime and color correct. I don't know anybody that's gonna use green primer on their lips, but whatever. Because I have some super redness going on, my lupus rash is like in full force today. I'm just gonna try and lightly color correct that. So I got mine in the shade 2. This bottle, I've always seen people talk about this and like have the bottle and touch it, and I've always wanted to touch it. The packaging is so freaking luxurious, and it has a pump, which we all know is a must-have, and I feel like 2017, you need to have a pump on your foundation. Come on now. You've gotten the feedback. We need them. So I'm gonna use a beauty sponge. This is a Quo beauty sponge. Kind of looks like something weird a little bit. I don't know if you guys can hear that. It's liquidy. I think I'm just gonna do it this way because it is a more sheer foundation. If I just dip my beauty blender in there, it'll sheer it out even more. So I'm just gonna do it this way and hope that I'm not using too much. Oh, it stings. That's just my skin though. Anything on my skin right now basically stings. Actually, just right off the bat, I didn't think it would have that much coverage. It might not look like it, but I thought it was even more sheer than that. But the coverage is actually not that bad. I'm digging it. I don't know, like I had to try this. I've been wanting to try this foundation for so freaking long because everybody on YouTube, especially the bigger YouTubers, always talk about this foundation. So I have this much left on my hand. I'm just gonna put it on my beauty blender and just kind of, I have a breakout on my chin and I've been using new skincare, so I don't know. So I'm not exactly sure because I kind of changed a bunch of things all at once. So I'm not exactly sure what's doing it. You know, the shade, I like the shade. It looks a lot better. Like, I feel like it matches pretty well, actually. I was a little scared at first. It looked a little beige almost. I think if you used a brush, you would probably be able to get a little more coverage. But I do really like the way that it's looking so far. I don't feel like it's caking up. I feel like my skin is still there. Like, you can still see redness. You can still see, like, I have a blemish right here. You can still see that stuff poking through. So if you're someone that needs like a lot of coverage, this definitely is not going to be the foundation for you unless you're okay with having a more sheer foundation. Yeah, I'm interested to see how it wears. Okay, so I'm finished putting it on. I'm gonna go do the rest of my makeup and then I will come back and we will talk about the foundation. We'll talk about all the, you know, the price, all that kind of fun stuff. Okay, so I'll see you guys in 1, 2, 3. Back. Okay, so I did really light makeup on the rest of my face so that I could kind of show you more what the foundation looks like when you're finished. I didn't want to put too much on top of it so I could really see how it works, but I do want to see how it works with other products, if that makes sense. So yeah, I zoomed you guys in a little bit to see how it looks, and just from like right now, my first impressions is that I didn't think I was gonna like it as much as I do. We'll see how it wears through the rest of the day. I almost wanted to hate this because it's such an expensive foundation, but I don't want to lie to you guys and say that I hate it just to say that I hate it and that all YouTubers are lying, but that's just not the case. It is very beautiful. I feel like my skin gets cakey very easily because of how dry it is. How many times am I going to say this in this video? How many times am I going to say it on my channel? You guys know that I have super dry skin, so finding a foundation that actually makes my skin look really nice but not like super covered up is really hard. Like, I have so many foundations because I just wanted to find one that I feel comfortable in my skin in, and I feel like this is doing that for me, and I feel like it has a really beautiful glow, but I don't look super covered up and super cakey. Like, I'm really impressed with it. So first impressions, it may go downhill from here, who knows? But let's just talk about the logistics. So I picked this up from Sephora. If you're in Edmonton, the Sephora in Southgate Mall, they have a new Sephora in that mall. It's not in the old one that it used to be, and that one is huge. I was so excited. I hadn't been in that one yet, and they have this on display. I never knew that you could get this anywhere but Holt Renfrew, and because they gave me such a shitty sample, I refused to go and buy it from them. And then me and my mom were just in there randomly, and I saw this one, was like, shit, yes. So that Southgate does have that, and they have a lot of other brands that some of the other Sephoras in Edmonton don't have. So if you are from Edmonton, definitely check that Sephora out. It's amazing. So I picked it up. It's $68, which is pretty crazy for a foundation. I know that it's expensive, but this is why I wanted to try it out to see if it's worth that hefty price tag. There are 19 shades, and it looks like they do have some that are for deeper skin tones, but really there's only 2. The rest of them are for pale and light skin tones, which sucks. And I think there are so many brands that need to step up their game when they're, you know, in that area. The reviews on it are 4.2 out of 5 stars, which is pretty good. So for a foundation, usually they're not that good just because there's so many different skin types and people trying something, it's hard to please everybody. But I feel like depending on what you like, this could suit a lot of people. Like, I feel like if you are oily, it's not over, like, I don't feel like if you are oily, I feel like if you wanted a dewy foundation, you could definitely pull this off, and all you would have to do is set it and you would be good to go. So I feel like that would be something that, you know, everybody can find something out of this. If you are even more dry, they do have like the fluid one, which I think is even more radiant, but that I would have to double check on, I'm not sure, but I think that one is even more sheer. The coverage is definitely light to medium if you build it up. I did build some of it up around here where I have some problem areas right now, and it built up without looking cakey, but you can still see some of my redness going on. I mean, obviously I have concealer in here, but you can still see stuff. You can still see my skin through it. So I'm definitely really liking that. So yeah. So I'm gonna get going with my day and I will do some check-ins and then we can go from there, okay? Okay. Bye. Okay guys, so I'm gonna wrap this up in here. This is just my one check-in that I wanted to do. So I've had the foundation on for 6 hours now. I'm just filming this in my bathroom on my cell phone because my Canon doesn't work very well when I try and do like vlog style type of videos. It doesn't have autofocus. So I have to use my laptop with like a program to make it autofocus. So it doesn't work for stuff like this. So I always do check-ins on my phone if you're new here. Anyway, I am so impressed with this foundation. I know I was gonna do one in natural light, and by the time I got outside, it was already totally dark out. Thank you, winter in Canada, but I digress. So far, honestly, like my skin looks fucking amazing. I am almost like, why does this look so beautiful? I'm sorry you guys, I wanted to give you my like 100% honest truth, and this is how it looks. It's not caking up, it's not showing, like my redness isn't peeking through. Usually by this time of day, that's my highlight. I don't normally get greasy just because I'm so dry. By the end of the day, I get like drier and drier. It's crazy. I need my moisturizers. So yeah, I don't get oily. I go the other way. It's very strange. So yeah, it looks amazing. It has kept everything looking really nice. My skin looks not perfect. Like you can see a little bit of redness and some stuff going on. I've also ate, and I kind of was like a messy eater today because it was like fries with like a bunch of sauce on it. So I'm surprised that I don't have like a ring around my mouth from like where it's worn off. But no, so I have to say that, I mean, unless something crazy happens, the next time I wear it, I really, really recommend this foundation so much. Even if you have oily skin, I feel like you could totally pull this off, you guys. Like, I have dry skin, and you know, the other thing is, because I don't wear makeup all the time, like if I'm running errands and doing stuff with the girls, I'm not usually wearing makeup. This would be an everyday makeup look for me for sure. That's how I wanted to test it out. But it felt like I literally forgot I had anything on my face. Like I got home and I was like, oh yeah, I need to do like a foundation check-in. And I'm like looking at myself in the mirror and I was like taken aback by how it still looks like it did when I applied it. So yeah, I really can't complain at all. I'm just like, holy shit, this stuff is the real deal. So for my very first hit it or quit it, this was definitely a hit for me. If you guys have anything else that you see constantly on YouTube being talked about and you would like a review on to see whether or not it's something that you should be buying, or maybe it's just something that's getting hyped up, by influencers, please let me know in the comments below and I will do those for you guys because I just want to start. Hopefully I'll be able to start putting up more videos in 2017. I think I probably have got all my medical shit under control and I can, you know, start getting back to a regular routine. So it would help me out so much if you guys would have anything you would like me to review that you've been wondering about that maybe people aren't being honest about. But this foundation is one of the things they are being honest about and everybody loves it because it's amazing. Now I'm in the cult. The Georgio Armani, the Luminous Silk Foundation cult has gotten its claws into me, guys. I'm sorry. There's nothing I can do about it. So yeah, I definitely recommend this foundation so much. It is amazing. Like, I don't even want to take it off. It feels good. It's not tacky, which I have an issue sometimes with like really dewy foundations. If you've dry skin, they get really tacky and they don't like dry down. And then lots of times if they do dry down, it just gets dry looking on me and cakey. This one didn't do that. This one just, it looks like I have just really nice skin, but I have a little bit of issues which are normal. So yeah, it doesn't look obvious like I'm wearing a mask or like I'm wearing foundation. Sorry, I keep shaking, but my arm is starting to hurt from holding the camera up. Or my phone up. My phone weighs 6,000 pounds. So yeah, I hope it's good. I hope this is okay for you. Sorry about the shit quality in the check-in, but fucking suck it up. It's YouTube. So that will be the end of today's video. I hope you guys liked it. If you have any questions, comments, concerns, please leave them in the boxes below, the little commenty boxes. And I will see you guys in my next one. May the force be with you.